Welcome to Makeshift Play, the podcast where we do improvised comedic scenes based on random words. I am Daniel, and I am being joined by Conrad.
Hello.
And we're being joined by EJ.
What's up, guys?
Our random words to start us off: green scale thaw. Green scale thaw.
Okay, EJ here. When I think of green, I am a diehard NFL football fanatic fan of Green Bay Packers. Born here in Florida, but I have roots all throughout Wisconsin. So it's just a big part of my life, watching football with my family. So when you say green, that is how I feel.
Did you play football, or you're just a watcher of?
I did in as a young kid when I was 10. I got to play pee wee football, and I played in the streets with some friends. We'd throw the pigskin on the roof, and then we chase and grab it. We play a game called Smear the Guy, and just overall just had some fun playing football.
Is smear the guy the same as kill the carrier or cream the carrier?
For respectful word choices, I changed it from smear the guy. Yes. we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just love getting out there, high intensity as a kid. There's so much drive and fun playing sports or any kind of activities. Conrad, do you play any sports?
I do not play any sports at all. I don't really watch sports. I am familiar with the rules of football, quite familiar. Most common penalty usually is holding. I used to play Madden with my brothers back in the 90s, Sega Genesis. Most of the time, the few times that my family would go outside to play games like that, we did have a basketball hoop, so they would play horse. They had a friend that was impeccable at the game. He would go on the other side of the house and shoot hoops over the roof.
Wow. That sounds like something I did too, honestly.
Yeah. So, kind of a hard game of horse to play, but we tried.
Cut to a bagel shop. Hey, boss. I wanna see if you'll approve of this game that we employees have been playing, and maybe you'd want to join in with us.
The game? You're asking me to join a game?
Yeah, I know we have this relationship where you're an authority figure, and it's kind of weird for us to do friend stuff together, but I was just thinking maybe we can take this relationship another level and maybe play a little game.
I'm open to that. You're just not asking for any like raises if you win or something, right?
Nope, no raises.
Okay, because you're still getting minimum wage.
That's fine. So the game is called Smear the Guy.
Smear the Guy. Okay.
Yeah, we pick out a guy and we smear him. We put cream cheese on his face.
Okay. Kind of like where this goes. So we're gonna find a guy.
Yes.
Let me guess. He's gonna be sleeping, and we're just gonna like put cream cheese in his hand and tickle his nose so he smears his own face.
Well, boss, it's 6 a.m. You know, people come here in an early morning, and some people, they're still tired. You know, they're still tired. They just woke up, so they're falling asleep.
They do come here for the pick me up. That's what we do.
But some people are not adequately picked up, so you got to smear them.
Okay. That sounds like a good potentially even marketing campaign. I like this idea.
I'm glad you're on board because we've been doing it for a while. We figured you might not approve because it does involve, I guess, both wasting product and you know,
Oh boy.
attacking customers with cream cheese, but it's really funny.
Definitely has potential. And like, to be honest, I our voicemail box is so full that I don't even check it anymore. So if people are complaining about this, good luck.
All right, man, you're the chillest boss ever. I feel like we've gone to that next level of relationship.
Hey, all it took was one step to reach out. We've been working together for what, 5 years? You just now are getting to know me?
Cut to 2 weeks later. All right, boss. Tonight, I want to know if you'd be down to join me on a B&E.
A B&E?
A
Are we
B.
talking the same B&E?
Yeah, we're not talking about brownies and eclairs. We're not at the bagel shop anymore. This isn't pastry talk, boss.
You know, after working in that place for so long, anytime I hear acronyms, it's just pastry that come to my mind. Like, sorry, you talking now burglary?
Breaking and entering, yeah.
Dude, I mean, you did approach me a couple weeks ago and we were talking, smearing people and like, this is a new level.
I was thinking we're ready to take our relationship to the next level.
Uh, yeah, I'm in.
Okay. Well, I guess
So,
maybe I could tell you like what the plan is.
okay.
So you know our biggest rival is Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking we
We've been competing them ever since we've been open. I mean, talking 15 years ago. I mean, it's just we're a new chain, but we're still thriving.
because they've got their own eclairs. They've got brownie bites in the form of munchkins, and that's competing with our brownies and eclairs. So I'm doing this for the business, boss. This isn't my self-interest. I'm doing this for all of us.
I hear you. We need to take them down, and we've been going this long, but honestly, ever since they went from Dunkin' Donuts to Dunkin', it's been a little bit harder.
All right, cut to 2 weeks later. All right, boss. I feel like we're ready to take it to another level. There's
Another level?
yeah,
There's another level.
yes. I mean, we've been really successful so far. We had some classic schmears.
Oh, you remember that guy? His head was face down on the table. It's coffee in his hands, and we just got it all over his face. And he still didn't wake up.
Yeah, he might have played Cream the Carrier as a kid, but he didn't expect to get cream cheesed as an adult. And that Dunkin' Donuts run where we stole all their donuts, that went really well.
Yeah, and we're not endorsing, Dunkin' Donuts. We gotta get our donuts. Fast donuts here in Florida. Gotta eat them. Don't eat Dunkin'.
So to take our relationship to the next level, I was thinking about Frederick Burnham, CEO of Krispy Kreme, and I was thinking maybe we should make him extra crispy, if you know what I'm saying.
Extra crisp,
Yeah, like so crispy that he's dead.
dude. It's one thing to smear people. It's another to mess with our competitors, but to kill a guy.
Krispy Kreme, now that we took out the local Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme is our biggest competitor. I'm doing this for us, boss. This isn't self. I don't love murder. If we want to be the number one donut shop, we're gonna have to kill a CEO.
Dude, I'm gonna have to draw the line on this one. Like, I know you're excited. I mean, I really appreciate you inviting me to all these things, and this still doesn't change the fact that I'm still paying you minimum wage. I as loyal as you are to this company, and it's really applauded. You're still getting minimum wage.
I thought we were ready to take this to the next level.
It's been going to the next level, but it's going a little too fast now.
All right, I guess I'll kill him myself. End scene. All right, our next set of words: sound, bullet, Plane. Sound. Bullet. Plane.
So back when I was in uh, high school in the 90s and late 2000s, uh, there were these really interesting things that were out, that there were these toys that you could pull back. They were nice hollow tubes with a handle. You pull back this string and it springs back and it basically shoots air at people. And some of my classmates had brought it in and were just basically picking on people. It was such an interesting like invention to witness that in school. Especially it was like a banned item either. It was just an air gun in a sense.
Have you guys ever used a whoopee cushion?
Yeah.
Used on people? No. You figured out how one works? Yes.
When I was a young kid in my 10 or 11, my mom would throw these firework parties, and she'd have these games, and she'd lay out 5 or 6 whoopee cushions and chairs and just have people sit on them, and whoever could make the loudest, funniest sound would win the contest. So you say whoopee cushions, and yeah, that was a fun experience.
Okay.
That's really funny.
No, honestly, it was really blessed. My mother's no longer with us, but we had some fun. I don't know if you remember that game where you go outside in the field and you hit the crochet or croquet.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
hit the
yeah,
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
we did all those things, and some good family memories growing up
Yeah.
here in Florida.
Nice. For us up north, family get-togethers were usually played with, um, like my grandmother had a horseshoe pit, so that was a common one. Unfortunately, a few of the times, kids running by playing tag would get welted by a horseshoe while someone's getting slung. My middle brother was one of them. He was okay. He ended up getting stitches. Um, another fun game we always had was bocce ball, which uh, I went on a field trip in like 8th grade, also in high school to the same place called the Villages up in Connecticut, and they had a bocce pit. The fun thing for me was I would walk by and know exactly what it was, and I had to explain to people how to play bocce ball.
Mm-hmm.
Such a fun, simple, long game of just rolling a ball and trying to get it close to the main ball.
Cut to a home. Babe, I am so proud of our daughter, Abigail. She's turning 8 years old today, and this birthday party is wonderful. But I think it's time. I think it's time that we move on to the main event, babe.
You're ready to do that? You think we're ready to move on?
I think I'm ready. I think the kids are ready. It's time for the farting contest.
Wow. Okay. I've been waiting for this moment. We have everything set up in the other room.
Yeah, you know what? I appreciate that when I told you about this idea, you were just immediately on board. This is the kind of thing that maybe dudes would think is funny, and maybe maybe you wouldn't expect your wife to be totally down for kids having a farting contest, but we just have the same sense of humor, don't we, babe?
We sure do, honey. Abigail, she's gonna finally feel comfortable around the sounds, and I think it'll heal her experiences on this special day.
That's so true. See, you're always good at getting at the deeper meaning of things. Because this isn't just about potty humor, right? This is kind of a spiritual exercise.
Yeah, I think that she'll be able to really just let go, let loose when she goes to school. No worries.
Are you ever more at ease and ever more letting go than when you voluntarily fart in front of a group of people?
Honey, geez, it took me 3 years to finally let one rip in front of you. You think that I'm just gonna be okay with that in front of anyone else?
That's such a good point. And we got to teach our kids early to be comfortable ripping it in front of others who you trust.
Yeah,
And one day she can find a partner who she can fart in front of just the same way me and you are just tooting around the house all the time.
it's just pure love and pure joy. And at this moment, I don't even smell your farts anymore. I'm immune, and I think it's good. It's a good thing.
You get acclimated over time, don't you?
Yes, ever since we stopped going to that bakery shop, getting those onion bagels.
Yeah.
Oh man, no more problems.
I mean, fast bagels, they were, or it might have been fast donuts. One of the two. They were just the worst establishment when it came to smelling up the farts that we toot around the house all the time.
Oh, I I am not gonna miss those days at all. When do you think we should bring Abigail? She's been uh, in the other room waiting to come back.
Um, like what gift should we give her?
Yeah, should we show her the the farts and the bees?
Yeah, I think she might be ready for that conversation. All right, cut to the father and Abigail talking. All right, honey. There's some conversations that it's important for a father and a daughter to have, and sometimes it's kind of uncomfortable, but we have to have those conversations anyway.
Really? What is it, Daddy?
Well, you know how mommy and daddy love each other very much?
Yes.
Okay. And you know how you have a dirty, poopy butthole?
Yes.
Well, when two people love each other very much, they expel air out of their out of their poopy buttholes in front of each other, and that shows how much they love one another.
That's love?
That's love, honey. That's right.
I thought it I thought love was something completely different. I thought what love was when you got candy from someone that really likes you and you give them candy back.
I maybe if it's like a bean-based candy so that it creates air in the stomach, which then can be expelled as a fart, then it could be sort of a manifestation of love.
Manifestation of love?
Yeah, like I used to buy your mother onion bagels because I knew it would get her love gases a flowing.
Okay. But what about in the movies when people buy them flowers?
Well, there is a downside with expressing your love, and it could make it stinky, can it? Gets kind of stinky.
Yeah.
So the flowers make it smell good.
So people eat flowers to make it smell good?
Well, you know, you don't eat them. I don't think you're that dumb, Abigail. You've never seen us eat a flower. Come on, honey. But they smell good, right?
But isn't there flour in pie?
That's a different kind of flower. Come on,
Oh,
you're not
okay.
that dumb, Abigail. Come on. You know the difference between flour and flour.
I do. I just wanted to hear you say it.
Okay. Well, now that we've had the farts and the bees, it's time for the main event of the party.
The me- Does this mean I get to have my cake now?
Yes, we have a lentil cake for you.
Lentil cake.
Hey, honey. Hey,
Yeah,
Abby.
yeah.
Oh, are you ready to come back inside now? How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. A little grossed out though.
Oh, did Daddy talk about the fart and the bees?
Yeah, and how people who love each other
It's
giving
flowers,
people
honey. Flowers. You remember Barbie? Flowers.
okay. That
Yeah.
Daddy said the flowers were just to keep the smell away, but people who love each other give each other gassy food.
Oh, honey, we want you to experience life the way you see it. And if some sound and smell comes from beneath, it shouldn't be a bother.
It shouldn't bother like anybody.
No, you just have to let it
So,
go, honey.
but
You'll be
it's
able.
gross.
Oh, honey, there is no birthday cake. You know that, right?
There isn't.
Cut
But
cut
Daddy said it was the
to
lentil cake.
cut to a therapist office 20 years later. All right, Abigail, I think we have found the root of your psychological issues.
That party, the conversation, the farts and the bees. Like, what were my parents doing?
Yeah. Um I think they just didn't mentor you effectively enough. Your big hang up is you're convinced that farts are gross.
How? But farts are gross.
And you're not willing to just rip it in front of other people. This is the source of your anxiety.
What? I'm not some type of tomboy. I'm like a girl.
Okay, this isn't a gender issue. Let's forget about gender norms and what a man is supposed to be, what a woman is supposed to be. We're just talking about psychological health.
And how is ripping one related to my health of my mind?
This is why I'm disappointed with your parents. They didn't properly explain this to you.
Well, what's the answer?
Abigail, it's experiential. Once you do it, you'll understand. Open up those cheeks for me, Abigail.
I beg your pardon?
You'll feel so, Abigail, you're paying me a lot of money, right? I have a PhD. I know what I'm doing. You just got to open up those cheeks. Open up your heart and those cheeks.
No.
And scene.
Oh man, you could do it now where the pressure's not on.
Okay, moving on to a new set of words. Cry. Hunting. He. Like He. Cry. Hunting. He. I had a friend growing up who used to go hunting with his dad. So they enjoyed hunting, which I guess is one thing, but they also enjoyed killing animals. Um, when the dad would drive me and him to school, like me and the son, who we'll call him Derek, sometimes he would give us a ride to school. If there was ever a squirrel on the street, he would try to run over the squirrel, which, and then it was kind of like celebrated. So Derek would be like, "Yeah, we're like bowling for squirrels," and they just kind of thought it was funny. And in retrospect, very strange thing to do. Very strange thing.
Cut
I
to oh,
go ahead.
Go ahead. If you could turn that into comedy.
All I can say is that is definitely a weird thing to do.
All right, good.
I was gonna say cut to a woods where Derek and his father have saw a deer. And hey, Derek, hey, Derek, you
Yeah,
gotta hold
you
the
did.
sight still. You gotta hold the sight still.
I, I'm, I'm holding. It's a deer though. I'm scared, Dad.
Hey, honey, buddy,
He's
buddy,
no
buddy.
squirrel.
This is your. I know this is your first buck here. You gotta hold the rifle steady.
Okay, Dad, but I see in my sights. It's so beautiful, though.
But buddy, it'll look more beautiful hanging in my garage back at home. So hold them sights steady. And on the count of three,
Wait, it's going, you guys, just for you?
it's for a whole family. Don't you
Oh,
know
okay. So we're having some venison.
yeah, we're having venison. Don't you know what we eating back at home, boy?
I forgot we deal with all these squirrel soups lately. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Cut to the two deer that are in their sights. The two deer are talking to each other. Oh, this is such a beautiful day, isn't it? I love to frolic in the woods.
Ah, yes, John. Ah, I see the sun. I see the beautiful birds. I'm at peace.
Yeah, Jeff, it's like constantly meditating being out here. It's so peaceful. It's so wonderful. Just hearing
So
the
quiet.
it's so quiet. There's nothing that could ever ruin this day. All right, cut back.
Yeah, bud. Them deer, they poking their heads up and down. They look very comfortable. This is where you hold the rifle steady.
Okay, steady, Pop. Oh, this looks so much at peace, though. Oh,
Ye-
but I am starving for some venison.
oh
I can't
no,
do
boy.
it, Dad.
Give me that rifle, boy.
What? What, Pop?
I'll take that rifle.
But,
Let me look down the sights and you give me the count of three.
okay, count three, right? Okay.
Oh man,
There you
I ain't
go.
never seen it. Hold on, hold on.
But I'm hungry, Dad. We're gonna have venison. It's gonna pull it
Hold
on your
on.
wall.
I never seen a deer this much at peace.
You oh, let me take that. Let me see it.
Hey, hey,
Oh, yeah. It just breaks my heart to want to just eat this thing. It's so oh, it's just a breath of fresh air.
son,
Yeah, Pop.
I think you taught your dad a valuable lesson here, and you didn't know it.
Cut back to the deer. Oh my God, Jeff. I feel
John,
like you've reached deer enlightenment. You're at a new state of being.
oh, John, I've never felt this confident and happy in life.
Jeff, you're like the Buddha deer.
I am the Buddha, dear. I've never heard peace, silence, ever like this.
Cut to 1 year later in the meadow with the Buddha deer at center. Oh,
Hey,
great Buddha deer! We
yes,
have come.
yes.
We, my wife and my hundreds of kids. I'm Theodore Rabbit, and my wife and 100 kids. We have come to just receive blessing and learn from your grace.
Well, here thee, here thee, here thee. Please have a seat on the left side.
On the left side,
Have you paid your fee?
yes, we all have offered a carrot each.
Oh, it's up to 2 carats now.
2 carrots? Oh, honey, um, can you take like half the family back and we'll share the blessings with you?
Okay.
Okay. So they'll pay for half of us.
You thought you could come into my meadow with just one carrot to hear the salvation of dear kind?
You've traveled quite far. And when we heard of you, the cost was just one. Forgive us. We just wanted to experience such sacred greatness, to feel the air that brings us valley peace.
Good words, good words. Okay, I will allow you to say.
Cut to 1 month later. Hey, Buddha dear. It's me, Jesus Bear.
Yeah. What's up, man?
But Buddha dear, you've been stealing some of my clientele.
Well, I got all the carrots in the world now. I can do whatever I want.
Buddha dear, I feel like you've lost your way. You're charging more carrots than you used to. This is not Buddha like, dear. It's not Buddha like.
I have discovered in the eternal enlightenment of my journey the ways of wealth is through collecting as much carrots as you can.
Buddha dear, you've become capitalist, dear.
I will not file any types of taxes, so there is not going to be any problems amongst this meadows.
Well, Buddha dear, Jesus Bear is very disappointed in you.
I promise that there is no dictatorship amongst the land. We are coming in peace. This is a part of life. It is a lesson.
Cut to Valley a couple hours later with Buddha Deer.
Buddha dear.
Hey, boss. So our stores are getting quite empty again. I think we need to up the up the charge to 3 carats.
Now the charge. Ah, we got to find a new source of revenue here.
New sauce. But carrots have been
The ca-
absolutely delicious.
but they're poisoning your mind. They're poisoning your soul. What happened to lettuce?
Lettuce. Those are good. That and some lentils, maybe.
Lentils?
Yeah, I heard it's a golden expression of love in these parts.
Hmm. I didn't know it was that easy to get to my heart. I love the word lentil. Are you coming on to me?
End scene. All right. Let us do one more run of scenes. Our words are lazy, nerve, jury. Lazy, nerve, jury.
Okay, I've got a story for this one. So, jury duty. I've gotten jury duty summons every year that I've been in Florida. And that's not supposed to happen. Like, I live with a bunch of people who have never gotten summons. And yet, every year, I get summoned. It's like you tell people that are like, that isn't supposed to go by your license, driver's license or something. And they're like, no.
I'll let you in on a little secret. I was a police officer for a little bit, and I know that when I served, I remember them saying that if you don't show up to jury duty, nothing happens. So you're okay. They, all those words on that paper are just, they just want to pay you minimum wage to come, do life's work. But you don't have to go, Conrad. Continue to stand up to it.
I've never had to serve yet, knock on wood.
But
I've
some
I've just
cases,
been summoned.
yeah, some might be worth going to. There are some true juries and trials that need to take place. So I respect it to some degree, yeah.
Cut to a policeman training session. All right, listen here, officer. I'm gonna tell you what's what.
Yeah.
There's all these
Well,
laws, and we're supposed to catch criminals. Are you on board with me so far, officer?
I've heard this spiel at the last place that I worked at, the
Well,
last municipality.
it's not going to end there. I'm not just going to say that there are laws and that we catch criminals. I figured you were already aware of that part. I'm going to go one
Yeah,
step further. Are you ready?
I'm all ears for you.
All right. So there are some crimes that when people commit them, just do nothing.
You want me to do nothing?
Yeah, they're breaking the law, but just do nothing.
What about my recording on my chest here? I turned that off.
We can doctor those later. Come on.
What about the crowd that forms around me and they're saying, get that pig? I do nothing?
Well, are they referring to another police officer or they're referring to a criminal as a pig? It's just kind of confusing if you are there but they're calling someone else a pig, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you must not have been in the situations that I've seen at my last place. It's pig.
Okay. So in the city you used to live in, people would call criminals pigs instead of calling cops pigs.
You're exactly right. They were never
Okay.
talking to me.
Okay. I mean that's very unusual.
Okay, cut
Yeah,
to
never.
outside a grocery store. Hey, officer, this person took a handicap spot.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I want that spot. See, I'm handicapped. I can barely get out of this car.
Uh, hmm. I'm just gonna observe this one.
What? What am I paying you for?
Sir, if you'd like to have a seat on the bench to your right here, they will be out shortly and they'll move it.
They'll move it. What about my car? What do you
Yeah.
want me to do? Double pocket?
Yeah. Maybe you can go back and wait.
Wait, but I need my medicine.
Cut to the police station. Officer, I want to turn myself in. I set my own house on fire to get insurance money, but my conscience is killing me. So just you go ahead and cuff me.
Uh, do we have any evidence? This is a
What do you mean? I'm telling you I did it. That's the evidence. You have a confession.
um. Is there any video recording of this?
Why would I videotape it? I was going to try to get insurance money. I'm not going to videotape myself doing it.
Uh, and you want me to file a report on this?
Arrest me. I committed a crime. Aren't you the police?
Uh, I've heard this story before. We're not gonna act on it.
Hold on. Are you accusing me of pretending to have intentionally burned my house down?
Yes.
Okay, isn't that a crime? Like falsely reporting a crime, isn't that itself a crime?
Yes.
Okay, then cuff me. I see you have Yes.
Yep. That's all I wanted to hear. You confess to a false report of a crime.
Okay, so
That is even worse. That is a felony.
Cut to Fast Donut. So, Jim, I know I'm new to your patrol, and it's such an honor to work with you. Sergeant Jim, you've topped the ranks, and you're getting such praise in the department. So, I just wanted to, thank you. And I'm the rookie here, but I understand it's my pleasure to treat you to Fast Donut today.
Oh yeah, you seen that? You seen the picture of the on the wall? All 6 photos that they have of me right in front of the police station with
Yeah,
all the medals. I got all the awards.
yes, you did. I can't believe I was chosen to be your rookie.
Yeah, you You better go pay for my donut. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll have one chocolate with extra sprinkles for my man over there.
3 sprinkles, actually.
Three sprinkles and one large venti.
Coming right up.
Thank you. So let's have a seat over here. Wait, do you see all these people with cream cheese on their face?
I'm not going to do anything.
You're not going to do anything about this.
Hey, there was a sign on the door when we walked in.
There what? Man,
You didn't see the sign?
no, sir. I did not see the sign.
It says pigs get free cream cheese day.
Oh, when people shout at pigs, I always thought they were shouting at us.
Not in this town. They're the pigs.
Oh, they're the pigs.
You didn't know that? This is why I chose to stay in this town. I became a man of honor around here.
I see why.
Are you going to get up and go get my coffee? I see you sitting there.
Oh, yeah, yes, sir. Oh, right away. Sorry, sir. Here you go. Cut to about 6 minutes later, Robert jumps in.
All right. Put your bagels in the air. This is a robbery.
Free!
What?
Free!
What?
Hey! Drop the weapon.
All right. I'm gonna drop my weapon very slowly, and just to show that I trust you, I'm gonna let one go. Okay. I'm gonna let.
You're gonna
Are
let
you gonna?
you're gonna let one wait. What?
I'm gonna rip one. Okay, so show that I trust you.
Wow, that is a universal symbol of trust, sir.
All right. Okay, since I just ripped one in front of you, will you let me go? Because it showed such good faith.
Sergeant, this guy looks so. This reminds me of when I went hunting with my father. He just so peaceful, and that air just brings such. Have you heard of the Buddhist deer?
Oh, I know the story.
You know the story. This is just the narrative, which reminds me of it so much.
I don't want to interrupt, guys, but you are still pointing guns at me. Can I go or?
Well, we do have a new law. If you walk out of here peacefully, we can let you go. And
Okay. So the law is you can start to commit a crime, but then if you walk out peacefully, you're free.
It has to be the air of peacefully, which you already started.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm walking out.
He's in my sights, sir, Sergeant. Just let me know if they need to change.
I'm walking out.
Young deputy, you should open that door for him.
Right away, sir. Ding.
All right. Thank you. And
My pleasure, sir.
And a merry fartmas to you all.
Merry fartmas to you.
I'll never want to see you again.
All right, end scene.
All right.
I mean, Christmas just happened, so it's kind of a topical ending. And that concludes
Makeshift Play.